Do you know what? I wasn't going to make a video this week because I've just got so much happening. The thought of adding more work to this week was stressing me out a little bit. But then I thought, you know what? When I look back on these videos, I want to remember what this was really like. So I'm making a video. This is the video I didn't want to make. Maybe that's what I need to call this. It's one of those days or one of those weeks where I said yes to a lot of things a long time ago and didn't realize they were all kind of happening in the same week. So this is what it's really like. I'm making a few adjustments to my food and I thought I should talk about that. This is one of the easiest ways to get your protein in. Pouring bags of egg whites into a baking tray and just baking them. So I call it egg cake. This is a very, very easy way of eating high protein because that's one of the things I do as I get close to competition. So my protein gets increased, low energy plant matter gets increased. I need to sort all that shit out tonight. Something that I did about 18 months ago is I got myself back into a habit of keeping a food diary. So I keep this in the kitchen because that's mostly where I eat all my food. But you'll see that whenever I eat, I write it down straight away. That's snacking, picking, everything. This is not necessarily measured, but I just needed to get myself into a habit of writing down every time I consume something. So that's food, liquids, stuff like that. You know, birthdays, anytime I have off meals. Look, one donut, just all the extra bits and pieces. We've got pizza, cafe meal, just getting into a habit of logging what I'm doing, because as I get close to competition, I write down every single bite that goes in my mouth, all the way up to the day I get on stage. So the good thing is, look at this one, fuck up of a day. I just didn't eat much that day. Bag of mini peanut cups, egg lettuce sandwich, so that's takeaway from the petrol station. So it's just a really honest account of everything because I needed to get myself back into a habit of actually writing down exactly what I'm doing. Because I can look back on all my competitions now because I've been doing this for all of them. Look, that's the day my period started. Just stuff like that. Period finished. 3 off meals this week, not good. What's the shit in there? The reason why I do this is so I'm actually in a habit of filling it out as a true record, because previous competitions, there's some where I was really pleased with how I looked on stage and some where I was not that pleased. So I was able to look back through my food diaries and work out what I did differently for the competitions where I looked really good. As I get closer to this comp, I will record everything as well, but I also compare what I'm doing now to what I did at the comps where I look my best. So it really reduces the overthinking as well. The first time you compete, you have to write your first record with no reference point. You don't really know what you're going to look like till you've done it. But if you record everything that you've had, and that includes all your off meals and stuff like that, and then you can actually see what result you got from that, and then you can make adjustments next time. So when we go to Vegas, I'll be taking all my diaries with me so I can plan out what I'm doing, make adjustments based on how I'm looking, but also look at what I did last time and the result that I got. So that's how I plan out my food. Last time I competed was like 7 years ago, so it's impossible to remember exactly what I did and when. Same with portion sizes and stuff like that. And then I have, I'll show you what else I have. This is what I use when I'm competing. It's one of these microwave bowls. So I fill it up with veggies. I'll show you what's in it. Just because of the high amount of plant matter that I eat, I can't be bothered to cook it all. So I often microwave it because then the food is soft and it's easy to eat. So that's broccoli and celery. Those are two like cruciferous, crunchy type veggies that when you eat, they make you feel quite full. And I can eat a huge amount of those two vegetables, truckloads of it, and not feel bloated or gross. So there'll be a lot of that. So I've still got, look, I've just done a huge online order. So that's my breakfast for tomorrow. So I've still got beef stew going on. I've got salmon in here. I've got chicken. I've got my WPI fruit meal. So that I have with protein powder. I've already had that today. And there's veggies and stuff in here. So tonight I'll be having this veggies with salmon. The washing machine flooded the other day, so I had to re-wash and dry all my towels and stuff like that because I use pretty much every towel in this place to mop it up. So today, it's a Wednesday today, and I normally train back on a Wednesday, but I had one of those days where I just did not have an hour to get there, so today has turned into a rest day. These two beautiful little kitties, I don't know if you can see. Hey Bubby. Hey Bubby. Can you see that? There's two kitties in there. This is my this is how I manage anxiety. Everyone gets anxiety. This is how I manage mine with dogs and cats. They just make me feel better when I'm stressed. So I've turned this room into like their little jungle gym. I I felt like I had to make this video today just to show you that I have days where I am really anxious. Tonight I'm gonna have to just, obviously I'll portion all of that up, stick it in the fridge, clean all of that. One of my dogs chucked up on the bed, so I had to clean all of that. So the last few days has been like, and I never like to let people know because I'm PT, so I need to be other people's motivation. Run my sessions with people and they ask me how I am and I tell them I'm great because I don't want them to feel demotivated by my life. Tomorrow I'm going to have to make sure that this fridge has got 2 or 3 days worth of meals in it ready to go. Today I've already had, I can't even remember, let's see how many meals I've already had today. So here we go, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I've already eaten 5 meals today. I've got 1 more meal to eat tonight, which will be salmon and veg. And then I've got that meal there for the morning, and then my groceries will be delivered tomorrow morning, and I'll food prep the rest of the food tomorrow. So yeah, I'm a bit behind on that. I'll show you what supplements I'm taking at the moment. I like cycling creatine, but I can never remember what days to take it, which days to not take it. So I tend to go on a 3 days off, 4 days on cycle. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday I don't take creatine. I take it on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And on those days I do between 2 and 4 serves. So if it's a non-training day I do 2 serves. And if it's a training day I do 4 serves. So that's about 3 grams per serve. That just reminds me because otherwise I can never remember. But I'll show you what supplements I've got going. My favourite, I always have a high energy carbohydrate source in my pre and post. Vitago is my favourite. That one is mango flavour. I always have half a scoop pre and post shake. Always do glutamine. Always have glutamine in my pre and post shake. That's the creatine I've been taking. So yeah, I like to cycle. I swear by creatine. Swear by it. It's fucking amazing. I haven't tried this yet. I bought this from Gains Protein. It's a caffeinated beverage, red grape flavour. Just looks really good, so I'm excited to try that. Got it for half price. It was awesome. This is the protein powder that I have. That's a lean whey, so it's a mixture of fast and slow absorbing. So I have that with my fruit meal each day. That will be deleted out of my eating plan soon though. I won't keep doing that as I get close to comp. It'll be one of the adjustments that I make. I can't pick this up with one hand. Vanilla flavored protein powder, 1 scoop pre and post. This is just flavored BCAA, so I'm not a huge advocate for BCAAs because you can get it in your WPI, in your protein powder. But because it's flavored, I sometimes have that with my creatine just because creatine tastes bleh. And that's another Vitago. That one is lemon lime. So Vitago is made from potato starch. I just like it because of the flavour is quite nice and it doesn't make me feel bloated. I also have beta alanine, so sometimes I'll have that before cardio. I don't like having it before weights, but I like doing it before cardio. This one's a pre-workout. That one's next generation supplements. That one's, I think, that's tropical crush flavour. And I haven't done this for a while, but I also do Tribulus. It's just natural testosterone booster. So those are all the supplements I'm doing. I've taken a lot more in the past. In 2014, the first time I ever competed on my own, I coached myself. I reckon I took 4 times more supplements than this. I got an awesome result that year, but I was also being really much better with my food, so I'll never know what kind of result I would have got if I just was better with my food and didn't bother with all the supplements. So that's my advice, is don't get on the supplement train and take heaps. Just, if you're going to start taking supplements, just just take one. Take it long enough to decide whether you actually feel like you get any benefit from it or not, and then take another one. Whew. Another really good question that I got asked on my video last week was, what are my favourite exercises for upper and lower body? My favourite leg exercise to do was this glute kickback cable machine. It was awesome and I did it a lot back in 2017, but because it was pin loaded, I got to a point where the heaviest load on the stack I could get 12 to 15 reps. So I got to a point where it wasn't that effective anymore. I really liked it because I could feel it a lot on my glutes, and I have very tight adductors and a toe that doesn't quite bend back because it's a little bit confused. So it was one of those, there's not a lot of leg exercises I can do. So that one was good because it was effective. I could feel it and I wasn't being limited by anything. So that one was probably one of my favorite. So that would be favorite in terms of the way I could feel it and it was effective. But then I had to take it out because I got to a point where I couldn't progressive overload anymore. But for lower body or leg exercises, I would say that leg press, definitely, single leg press. So that would be my favorite because I feel like leg press is one of the only exercises where I can go all the way to failure without any other of my body parts failing first. Like with a squat or anything where you have to hold things with your arms are going to fail before your legs do because they're smaller muscles. So I like the fact that with a leg press you can actually take your legs all the way to failure and it's safe because the leg press is going to have some sort of safety catch most of the time. Upper body, my favorite is definitely partial reps, which is in chest press. Like some people will call it chest press lockout. The reason why I like them the best is because I can really feel it when I'm doing the exercise. So I do like the full barbell bench press as well. But with any full range exercise, your body is always limited by what you can lift at the weakest part of the exercise. So that will be when your muscle is at its full extension or full eccentric contraction. So with a chest press, that's when your elbows are all the way back like that. So you're limited by how much you can push from there, not how much you can push. You can push more from up there. So after I have done full range chest press, my favorite thing to do, and this is for chest, shoulder and upper back growth, I think you get it as like an all-rounder, is to actually load up and do probably 10 or 20% more than what you could do for a normal chest press and do your top halves. So those are the partial reps. I just think that that's when I really feel like I'm taking my chest and shoulders all the way to failure. So I would say, yeah, my favorite exercise to do and most effective was probably the same for upper body. But for lower body, there would be a combination of things that I enjoy doing and are the most effective. I actually forgot, when you eat food like this, the volume of food, the amount of food you're eating is really high, but it doesn't last very long. Like I'll be hungry again 2 hours later. So this is how I end up starting to eat a lot of food, is I eat high volume food, which is really high in nutrients and really low in calories. So yum. Thanks for watching.